Yeah.
What's Gucci Hoochies? I want to thank everybody tuning in to this episode of Strategic Rants. I'm your host, Ernie Islas, and today I'm actually really grateful to have our guest today. He goes by
JR Tacos and Workouts.
Good to see you, man.
Hey, man. Same to see you.
How are your holidays, man?
Thanksgiving was cool, man. You know what? We had some turkey, right? And
Traditional.
yeah,
Okay.
it was pretty chill.
The cooking.
I always do the turkey, man.
No way.
Yeah.
You make your own fucking turkey,
I do the
dog?
turkey, and you know what? I have this tradition, and it's kind of stupid. I don't know why I started doing this. I was like 13 or 14. I spanked the turkey, bro.
Yeah. You gotta give it a little.
Yeah, you gotta give it a nice little tap.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why I started doing it. My mom was like, "Hey, why are you fucking up the turkey?" And I was like, "I don't know. It just came to me." So every year before I put all like the butter and the seasoning or whatever, I just give it a good smack.
Okay.
And then I butter it up. I put all the seasoning. I throw it in the oven, man. 4 hours later, 4 to 5, depending on how big it is, and it comes out really good, man.
Hell yeah, dog. I mean, it's just a little smack, right? I mean, it's not like you American Pie that shit, right? You could go and fucking, you're like,
yeah, no.
That's what I was afraid of. There, you're like, it's kind of stupid. I do it every year. I was like, hey,
you get the turkey. that takes another meaning for stuffing, right?
Yeah, I was like, this is stuffs it before you stuff
stuffing
it.
the turkey.
He stuffs it twice, dog. What's up with this food?
Yeah,
dog?
man.
That's feeding me, dog. What was your upbringing like in regards to Christmas? Like, did they tell you guys there was Santa, or were they straight up with you guys?
Nah, my pops, he's all like, I go, hey, thank you, Santa. He goes, no. No, it's Santa Claus. Yo soy Santa Claus.
One year we had asked, me and my brother, I have a brother who's like 2 years older than me. We had asked them for bikes. We had asked Santa Claus for bikes. Playing hide and seek, and one of us tried to hide where they hid the bikes. So we found the bikes, and then the next morning we saw the bikes by the tree, and we're like, and it said Santa Claus, but we knew that they were here since yesterday, dog. You know what I mean? So we're like,
that's how you figured it.
Yeah, bro.
Where
Like,
do you live right now? Well, I live in Long Beach.
Okay.
I have the best podcast in Long Beach, California, Tacos and Workouts.
Go ahead.
On YouTube.
We're gonna put the handle down here. So, were you born in LA, or are you Angelino native, or?
I'm originally from East LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's where I grew up, right? So
Roosevelt, Garfield.
No, Garfield.
Órale,
Garfield.
Firme bulldog.
Stand and deliver, right?
Firme fucking.
Oscar de la Hoya.
Hell yeah, Golden Boy.
And now me. Relax, vato, relax. Because you're from Boyle Heights, no?
No. I'm from East LA. Fool, my sister told me that you said Boyle Heights
Oh,
on the fucking
my bad.
No, Trey. We'll be transparent about it on Friday. I remember one time going to that East LA Classic that they have, that football game, Garfield against Roosevelt, and it was at ELAC. Nobody was paying attention to the game because Oscar de la Hoya was like walking by the field, and everybody was like getting off their seats to like, Oscar, hey, picture, can you sign it? And we were like, oh man. After that, he just became a superstar, right?
I went to a game where he showed up in a limo.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about like, your comedy career. I wanted to know, at what age did you kind of realize that, you know what, stand-up is something I want to do?
So like comedy's always kind of like been there. Like I think I watched like a lot of stand-up comics and stuff, and I was always like thinking like, oh, I want to do that, right? But like, like it's very tough to do comedy, right? And for those who haven't tried it, dude, it's not for everybody. But you have to have like huevos.
Comedy influences, like there wasn't anybody you would like. Who was? What's your first memory of somebody doing stand up? Like,
so it always jumps around, right? Like I think what was it? I enjoyed Robin Williams, right? When I was like 14, 15, 16. I really liked his comedy stylings, right?
Brilliant.
Yeah, and then after that, Jerry Seinfeld, like he had his show, and I was like, okay,
Legend.
And then after that, I was like, what was it? Chris Rock, right? Bigger and Blacker. I was like, damn, I bought that album, right, on DVD, and I have it. I still have it to this day. But when I was like a really kid, the first guy, Ronnie Dangerfield, bro.
Okay.
He's the one that popped it off for me.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
And then when I first started doing my comedy, I kind of would do like one-liners. And I didn't even know what one-liners were. And people were like, I like your one-liners. I'm like, what the hell's that? And then he had like a small influence on me on that, which I kind of like, I've strayed away from doing one-liners. And I'm like, oh, I kind of miss that. So it's kind of like I want to go back to doing like one-liners again for a short moment,
It doesn't have to be a comedy film. What would be your favorite film or comedy film?
The American Pie, right? The old school, right? Anything with Will Ferrell's pretty much funny, and then the Hangover movies. Those are
Hangovers.
Yeah.
How about the Fridays?
I like the Fridays.
You fuck with the Fridays?
I recently, when I was sick, this last month or whatever, I watched all 3 of them, bro.
Bro,
Back to back. Da, 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 da.
When I was like 12, one of my cousin's boyfriends had that shit, and they let me borrow it for like a week. I watched it every day for a week straight. I didn't even want to give it back. He's like, hey, you got my movie? I was like, all right. Have you ever seen The Prestige?
Yes.
It was by Nolan, right?
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan, which is the director of The Dark Knight, and
it's with Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale.
Yeah, and also have Michael Caine's in it. My girl, Scarlett
Johansson.
Yeah, my girl Scarlett's in that shit. That's one of my favorite flicks, dog. You ever seen the flick Antitrust?
No, I don't think I have.
No, the plot, the synopsis is basically about how you got to be careful who you trust. Do you remember the first time you ever did stand up comedy?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. How long you been doing it for?
About 4 years now.
Yeah, you got it 4 years in. Hell yeah, man. Where was your first set?
Roxanne's. Yeah, no, I wrote it out, and I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do, because I didn't know what the rules were. I didn't know that you sign up or whatever, right? And there was some dude sitting there, and he was really cocky. He goes, but you better not go after me, because I'm gonna embarrass you. Dude goes up there, bro,
and he's a hack,
and he fucking bombed, bro. Big time.
I knew it,
big time, dude. And he had like a notepad and whatever. And shit, if that, I could do that too.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I could bomb, right? So I went up there, right? And I went up there, y me aventé mis chistes, right? And then I got like a couple like, hey, that a boy, whatever, right? And then when I got off, he was all like, hey, you cheated. I go, what do you mean? He goes, you cheated. This is not your first time. He's like, you've been doing comedy for a while and you lied to me. And I was like, dude, this is my first time ever doing comedy. And then he's all like, he goes, you cheated because you knew what you were going to talk about. You knew your jokes. And I'm like, aren't you supposed to know what you're going to do up before you go up there? Yeah. My first time doing stand-up, it's on tacos and workouts. You have to look for it. It's just go to the video section and you'll find it. It's there. Well, I didn't bomb my first time, but the second time, that was different.
Kamikaze.
And I thought that every time you went up, you had to have like new material, but then you don't, right? It's like
you should get your type 5.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope that you didn't let like fucked up energy and this fucked up person like discourage you. You feel me? Because you guys do comedy. At sometimes you need a little pick me up and you need a reminder that you can't give up, man. The first time that I did comedy, bro, and I was like, cool, I got this, 5-minute monologue that I'm gonna work on, cool, boom, and have it nice memorized. As soon as I got up there, bro, and the lights just fucking boom hit you in the fucking eyes, and to me it was like trying to eat pussy, but she's poking you in the eye the whole time. And you're like, I signed up for 5 minutes, I did like 2 minutes, 2.5, and I got my ass right off. I didn't really bomb. I did what I wanted to do, but again, bro, like. You sign up for 5, you should do 5.
I don't like crowd work, man.
I like crowd work. The thing is, we're living in an era of that's saturated with like attention seekers.
Yeah.
And like now they want to be part of the show.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that stand-up comedy is a craft, bro. It's an art, and you know, a lot of us respect it to the point where it's like, yo, man, when an artist is up there trying to like do his thing, you know, like you know, you shouldn't interrupt.
They feel that they want to be somehow involved with the craft, and that's what it is, right? They don't know that what they're doing technically is not like allowed or you know, not what should be happening in a comedy show. But
Yeah.
You went up to the Comedy Chateau and you said a question, and this lady answered it, and she heckled you. But you basically gave it to her, and that was one of the best comebacks I've ever seen anybody do.
When I say, I kind of understand why Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, right? They think it's their turn to talk.
She said,
wanted
no,
to
no,
talk.
it's not, right? Or something like that, right?
Yeah, she's like, no, it's not okay. He looks like a camel, da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, oh, you're definitely going to... Like, if you haven't got cheated on, you're going to get cheated on. And like, you know.
Yeah,
But,
I think you said, I go, way to make this all about you, lady.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know the Drunken Sailor? He was going to be
Oh,
performing.
yeah.
He's going to be performing with
he's
us
gonna
on
be in the
Friday.
show.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Luis, dog.
yeah, man, he's a good guy, man. Yeah,
he's funny dude.
Yeah, fuck it. That's why I booked him, man, because he's a funny vato. But yeah, he was doing his thing, and now una lady, and then she's like, I'm helping you, and then he just shut her up, dude. And I was like,
when I meet people, I don't like to tell them that I do comedy, bro. What's worse, dog? When somebody finds out you're a comedian and they say, do that joke. You should do that. You should do that joke on stage. Or is it worse when they find out you do comedy and they're trying to be funny now? They're trying to be, like, you know what I mean? They're trying everything that they're saying. You're just like, bro, you don't really have to be funny. you're just like try to match your funny. They try to be comedians, or they'll fake laugh at everything you say because now they know you're a comedian, and now they think you're trying to be funny all the time. So what's worse, when they're trying to match your funny, when they're laughing at everything you say, or when they say, "Hey, you should do that on stage"?
Oh
bro.
man, I think that one's the worst, bro.
Yeah,
I think so. Like when I first started doing YouTube and also comedy, right? People are like, "Oh, you know what you should do with your YouTube channel?" And I say, and then like, "Do you watch?" No, and I'm like, so how do you know what I need to be doing on my channel?
Did you see the dude that went viral because he attacked his judge?
Yeah, I saw that one. Forget what he was.
New charges.
New charges, right?
Yeah,
and some of them and most of them are felonious, right? So they're like, I think they want to give them like
Did you say felonious?
Felonious, yeah.
You're doing that on purpose, right?
Well, felony, felonious.
In Garfield High School, dog. Damn, dog, that fool was quick with it. That fool just, or Chris Rock, hire that fool, dog, and you won't get slapped by Will Smith. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Any social media you might have, or what are you on, bro?
Oh man, there's too many social medias. Look, man, in all honesty, I have Instagram. It's Tacos and Workouts. Go to Tacos and Workouts on YouTube, and that's where you'll find my my podcast, my taco reviews, my workouts, and my comedy. So if you click on an episode and you watch it, and that's not for you, that's okay, man. I know that you're gonna come across an episode that you're gonna be like, oh, I dig that. I see what he's doing there. And we have a show coming up, and this Friday, right?
East Los Tacos, Friday, January 19th. And who else you got on the lineup, man?
We have like a great lineup. We have a Victor Vasquez. He's gonna be the host. Okay. We have you there. You're gonna go up there and do your awesome comedy. We're gonna have Nicole Tran get up there, and she's gonna be doing her, Nicole.
Yeah,
right?
I met her.
Yeah, she's a funny lady. Yeah. Then we're gonna have the Drunken Sailor, Luis Noriega, and then Ryan Rosanovic is gonna close off the show. The show starts at 8. Get there like at 7, so you can get your tacos, you can get your micheladas, and get yourself a nice seat right in the front.
Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me on the show again. It's going to be fun as fuck. You guys better come through. Thank you guys for tapping in to this episode of Strategic Rants. I am your host, Ernie Islas. Remember that it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice, man.
Yeah.